vaping and the consumption of alcohol are strictly prohibited at all times on board the ride today. And yes, folks, that does include the restrooms and exterior platforms. If we do catch you smoking, well, we will just have to assume that you caught fire. And we will take the necessary precautions to put you out. And on that note, folks, you now know all how to safely ride our train today. So I can officially welcome you aboard the famous White Pass and Yukon Railroad, constructed 125 years ago during the Klondike Gold Rush. Today, we'll be traveling over 20 miles of narrow gauge track and ascending nearly 3,000 feet in elevation to scale the White Pass summit. Now, folks, our trip today will take about 3 hours, and we will be crossing the international border into Canada very briefly today. However, we do remain on board the train ride at all times today, so your passports are not required. At the summit, our train will take a loop in the track, and this will turn us around so that we can face the opposite direction for our ride back down to Skagway. So if you folks were wondering if the left side or the right side was the better to be seated on today, well, the answer is yes, because you'll have one side going up and the opposite going back down. You'll get to see both sides of the train ride today. Now, during our trip, I'll be pointing out some of the scenery and sharing with you some of the history of the White Pass Railroad, as well as the Klondike Gold Rush, which spurred its construction. By now, I'm sure you're all wondering whose beautiful voice you're hearing over your train speakers today, so I'd like to formally introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Emily. I'll be your train narrator today, and I am coming to you live from the middle of our train. Now, since I am on the microphone here, I won't be able to see all of you very much during the ride today, so